Well, hello there. Let's learn to code.
Welcome back, guys. So we are ready for tutorial number 4, and this tutorial is going to have to do with basically doing some computations, understanding variables, and reading user input. So there's going to be a lot of information, and I'll try to be as clear as possible. Of course, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. So let's get started. Now we're gonna work off a basic problem in order to understand what I want to explain. So the problem is calculating the area of a circle. So in order to write a program, we need a class and a main method. So I've already defined that here. Our class is readCompute, and we have the main method, which is required in any program for it to even run. So we've taken care of the basics here. Now, a precursor to this is to understand how you calculate the area of a circle, to understand the formula basically. Now, if you don't know, the formula to calculate the area of a circle is its radius squared times pi. Or it can be, here, let me just type it up here. Area of a circle equals radius times pi, which is 3.14. Now if you want to expand it a little bit more, it's 3.14159. So we're going to use this value here as pi, and we have radius times radius, which equals the area of a circle. So now since we know that, we can move on. In order for us to calculate the area, we can calculate it, but we need to store it somewhere on the computer. So we need to declare what we call some variables, or we need to declare variables in order to store the values in them. Now, a variable you can name anything, x, y, whatever you want, but it's always good to choose descriptive names. So if someone else is reading your code, they know what that variable represents. So in our case, we're going to use two variables. We're going to use radius as our first variable and area as our second variable. Now right now I'm getting error messages for two reasons. I don't have a semicolon, and I haven't defined what type of variable this is. Now, there are several different types of variables in Java. In our case, we're working with integers, so I'm going to discuss the two basic ones that are there. We have integers, or int. So if I do int radius, to keep it simple, that generally represents like a whole number. Alright, so like 2, 5, 2, 4. I don't know why I keep saying 2, I'm not typing 2. 2, there we go. Alright, now in our case, we don't want just integers. We want to get an accurate value as possible. So we want to get as close to the value as possible. So we don't want to use integer. What we want to use is double. Now, what double represents is what we call a floating point. So a floating point in a computer represents basically a number with a decimal point, or real numbers. Alright? So both our area and our radius is going to have the data type of a double. Okay, so this is a data type. Double radius, double is a data type. The variable is what we're calling it. So we have declared a variable of type double and a variable called area of type double. So in total we have two variables now. So now we can go ahead and use them to store values somewhere on the computer. So we'll start with radius. So let's say our radius equals 15. So what we're doing here is we're actually assigning the variable radius the value of 15. So 15 is stored somewhere on the computer with the variable radius. So when we call up radius again, it's going to contain that value that we're giving it right here. Alright, and now we have to assign area its value. So we know, as per the formula, that area equals radius times radius times pi, which is 3.14159 semicolon. So now we've assigned area, the value of radius times 3.1. Oh my goodness, what did I do? I destroyed pi. Okay, there we go. I got it back. Alright, so now we've basically assigned area the calculation of this statement here. So now we need to print that statement out to the screen so everyone can see. So in order to print it out, I mean, I've done this several times, but I'm going to type it out, system.out.println. Now we can do print or print line. What print line does is it actually puts a character, basically it puts a, you can think of it as a enter at the end of the print statement. So if I do print line, right, and I do boom test, just a quick little off topic here, but basically as you can see we have enter here, so you see my blinker here, but since I did print line it actually ended the line here, and now we're moved on to the next line. Now if I remove the ln from here and I do just print and I run this, see, no end line, so it stays on the same line here. So that's basically the difference. I'm going to use print line, I always do. In some cases you can't. If you're solving certain problems, we're going to get to that later on. That was just a quick off topic thing. Alright, so what we really want to print here is we want to print the area. So the area of the circle is, and then we want to concatenate the value of area like so and hit run. Okay, so the area of circle is 706.85775. So that's pretty much it. That's how you do the calculations. That's how you assign variables its values. And I'm thinking if I should move on to the next part of the tutorial in the same video, or if I should do a different video. I don't want to put like too much into one. So I feel like you guys should try this first, and then we can move on to the next portion. So I'm gonna cut this video off here. In the next video, we're gonna look at how we can basically read in values from the console, which is right here. So I can print something to the console, and the user can type in whatever they want to type in over here in the bottom, and it'll read into our program. So it's pretty cool, so please check that out. I'm going to put this up right after this tutorial, and I'll put a link on it, and you should see the link somewhere on the screen right now. Alright, so that's it for this one. And guys, if you like this video or my other videos, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. It only takes you about a second. It would be even better if you can subscribe to my channel. And I am getting a few more subscribers now, and I'm grateful to all of you who are subscribing. So it will be great to see more subscribers and more support. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.